Virgo, let's clear some smoke. We're going to go ahead and do your almost personal love reading for this month. Let's tap right on in. See what the main energy is. Divine, may I have 3 best cards for main energy for Virgo for this month, please? 3 best cards. I do hope that all is well and that you're doing well, dear. Okay, so mental energy this month. No exit. Trapped in a situation with no exit or escape. Experiences a perpetual return to the same situations. Trapped in an infinite loop with no escape. Engages in Sisyphean task that never ends. Let's be clear on that. Google, hey Google, definition of Sisyphean.
Here's the definition of Sisyphean, denoting or relating to a task that can never be completed.
Okay, denoting or relating to a task that can never be completed. Well, it was in the context of the statement. Excellent. Sisyphean. Okay. Doubts weigh heavy in the environment. The energy is escape. Doubts weigh heavy and the leap forward seems too far. Crushed by the burdens of reality. Seeking solace in the thought of vanishing. 35 breaking down to an 8. 8s are about regeneration, change and action, and then 9s are about fulfillment, inspiration, and idealism. No exit, escape, and an unexpected event. So spiritual space is unexpected event. Breaking news or unexpected disputes, and rising tensions, engaged in constant battles, and facing relentless opposition. This feels like you want to break up with somebody. We got double 8s out too. You want to change or it's over. This is an either or. And somebody is refusing to let you go. Like they want to keep you in this repeating cycle. Now, the challenge of it is how this person probably has been getting away with this with you for so long, because it seems like because you're at that place of yes or no, either or, this or that. And although Virgo can be very black and white, there's still sometimes, especially in matters of the heart, a space of gray. Because Virgo, like I feel like Aries doesn't really like too much change in the romantic arena. Especially one that is a Virgo that is in a certain energy of maturity and understanding of what the value of a solid relationship brings to the table for them. But you wanting to escape, you almost feel like you don't have a choice at this point. So let's get into the details. Like you've been painted into a corner almost, that you're going to have to be the bad guy. You want me to be the bad guy? Well, here I am, sweetheart. No. All right. Let's get into the details. Deep breath. Open mind, open heart. You're ready to receive what the divine wants and needs you to know about this situation. Divine, may we have 10 best cards for the details? This energy, please, for Virgo. Let's go ahead and get You know what? Yeah, let's do 12 on this. Okay. They won't pull the trigger, but yet they keep brandishing the gun, and nothing. That's such an irritation to me at times when I see people pull out a gun. Maybe you don't pull a gun unless you're ready to shoot. You don't put your hand towards your holster unless you're ready to pull it. I mean, you just don't do that. You if you pull a gun, you better be ready to shoot. Don't threaten and intimidate. It's unnecessary. I see the gun. If you got the gun on you and it's in plain view, I see the gun. There's no need to pull it to intimidate me. Don't pull it till you're ready to shoot. Because I know the possibility that my life could be over in a matter of seconds is already in the room, honey. I don't need you to pull it and show me what it looked like. I know, right? And that's what this Queen of Swords energy is about, cutting away the minutia, the drama, the emotional heartache, the we've been together so long, all of that, the melodrama really, and getting to the cold hard facts. Changes need to be made. Changes need to happen on both sides. You're not saying it's one or the other in terms of whose fault it is. The point is that the relationship is in danger, and there's going to need to be work to be done. Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups is here. Two knights. One knight is being very practical. The other one is very much about emotional, going in the same direction towards his King of Wands, who's pushing back against the Queen of Swords. Logic versus emotion here, right? And then you have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. See, the Four of Swords, I feel like, is your energy, of course, where you've sat back and you've really pulled back and back and back and back. It's like those little videos I see, which I love them. They're so cool, where you see a person start with a small dot and it pulls out and it's this, it keeps going and it keeps going to give this, this view of things and keep looking deeper, and yet it's small but it's big, it's small but it's big. It's like, you've looked at it as you've examined the finest grain of sand. You know what's going on with it, and you're like, this is what needs to be happening. You're resting on the truth, but you're still looking at these betrayals, and they're just so obvious. It is to the point that they may not. You just may not get. You all may not make it past this, and now it's time to really, like, you're at that place of being practical. Where maybe it's just time to accept that we're just not right for each other anymore. It's not a compatible situation. That's not a good or a bad thing. That's just the truth. And the truth is about, sometimes it's not what we want to hear. But if we do it with the space of honesty and respectfulness, and then love is there. It's like, I love you enough to say, this is not working. It's just not working. So we have the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands energy here. And that is the energy of the two of you all kind of battling again, but this is your willingness to stand and fight for what you know is the right thing to do, while this King of Wands is trying to push back to say, no, we need to stay together. But on what basis? Where are we standing? What's the foundation? Because the truth is the only thing to stand on. One person wants to face and deal with the problems and get the resources to resolve them permanently. The other person just wants to just say love is enough, and it'll just let it go. And it's like, it's not that. It's things that are you need to have working plans in place to prevent. This is prevention. This is not you saying something that I didn't like. This is something you're doing things that I don't like. It could be something in terms of how you're managing your household, or you're managing the relationship, or you're managing assets, and one person is just, not in any way behaving as though they're not being responsible in their actions at all. And they're just act like, well, we'll figure it out. And it's like, no. We need to get a plan together. We need to get the assistance we need to get this figured out. It's just not going to work itself out. You've tried that for, like, say, it's been going on for a few years. You've been trying to, you do it on your own. It's not happening. You've been white knuckling it. It's not working. we need to bring somebody in. And this person is being very, very stubborn about that. The star card is here with the Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Like, there's no denying the fact that you two have worked well and come up together and blossomed beautifully. But one person is standing very independent and doesn't want to budge on something that's very important to resources between you two and what you share. The Three of Wands is here where you've been out looking out with this three, so trying to figure out, is there a way to bring this person to an understanding of what you're trying to say. Like, it's almost like this person is saying, like, well, you're saying I'm not good enough. You're saying I'm not smart enough. You're saying I'm not this. No, what I'm saying is that you're being stubborn, and that's not going to work. You have to humble yourself and say, I don't know, for us to get past this. If you want me to stay here, if you want me to deal with this, I'm not going to keep going around and having this anxiety about it. And hence this star card here. But the person is very afraid of their home life and all that they know and love coming to an end. That means if you leave, where's that going to leave them? And you probably are very much their solid force and their foundation. They stand on you because you stand on business. And they know if you move away, if you leave them out, then they're just going to be struggling. They're going to be like, they're just barely going to tread water. Okay, so it's a fear there, and you're tired of being the end all be all to answer to all the questions and the solution to all the problems. Like, you just feel alone in the relationship, right? You want the relationship. This person it's just weird at this point. So divine, strategy moving forward. Hold on, my cards are getting discombobulated. Here we go. And there you are, magician energy. So it's time. You want a time out. You want to take some time away and think things through so that you can see a way forward. The Two of Wands is here where, partnership is still on your mind. But again, this person needs to grow up, and you feel like the only way they're going to level up and understand that you mean business is by you choosing to, Eight of Cups, walk away from what's no longer serving you, which is the conditions that the relationship are in right now. It's in shambles. And this person is just not taking you at your word because you keep sticking it through, because your love for them supersedes your abilities to do what Virgo's doing, which is to say, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, you have a soft space for them, but now it's like your bottom line is changing. You're struggling with something. It's really, at first it wasn't affecting you as much as it is, and now their stuff is starting to bleed over into yours, and that's a problem and only because they won't deal with things. It's not because they can't. It's not because they don't know that they should. They just won't. So, and it's because of the fact that they always know that you come in with the master plan and get things done, and they just go along most of the time until they decide they don't want to do it anymore. And then we're back at square one. Six of Swords is here as well, and Six of Swords is definitely about energy of leaving behind, again, what no longer serves you mentally and emotionally. You're just, again, that Queen of Swords energy, cutting through the noise so that divine can come in as above and so below. At this point, you really need to get clear of what your ultimate long-term goals are, what you want to see going forward with the relationship in the next 2 years. What do you need to see in order for you to feel safe, secure, and that the relationship is of value to you, and what you want to see, as well as what you need to be able to give to them for them to feel safe and secure in the space that you guys are sharing together. Then it just comes down to your personal goals. What have you lost in this time, and what are you looking to stabilize, and what are you looking to gain moving forward? Those are the things that you need to be focusing on when it comes to this magician energy. There is no doubt that you both love each other. That's evident. That's out here. This King and Queen of Wands is where you guys, when you two come together, you get things done and you make quick work of it. But the problem for you is that it's getting harder and harder for you to get this person on board. They're becoming lazy and stagnant in ways that are not cute anymore, because it's old and it's tired. You've just they've been doing it for so long, and now you've picked up on it. Your eyes are open to it, and you just can't turn that blind eye anymore, because you're like, I'm having to do double time, double the work, everything else, and you're just like, whatever. And that's just not cool for you. Okay. Quick work of it. See how quick that went through? That's Virgo energy right there. Like, I've made my choice. Like, let's go. Let's move on. That's it. That's why it's moving like that. Period. Period, poo. All right, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much for your valuable time and your attention. And do remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.